Friends, before you watch this video, I need to tell you something. You must watch it to the end because I'm going to offer you some advice that's probably going to help you get into the relationship that you've always wanted to be in. It's all about the mindset and we got to change it. Enjoy this talk. The beginning is about me. The end is about you. We're going to have a conversation. And this is important because this conversation is probably just not my story. It's probably other people's story. And it's important to talk about your story so people know why you're where you're at. So I've been judged because I was single for a long time. But I felt that when my son turned 13, that was the age of awareness. And I didn't want to bring a bunch of men in and out of my house during the age of awareness. So I wanted to wait until he turned 18. Then I knew I did my job. He's not ready to be on his own yet, but he knows that he's an adult and that I'm an adult and he has to respect me. But things changed. In 2020, COVID happened and I found myself in a relationship with a person who was addicted to heavy drugs. And it wasn't a relationship that I wanted. I did not want this relationship, but I was obsessed with the relationship just as much as he was obsessed with me when he first met me or before he met me, because he knew me online. I had access to everything about this man because he lost everything constantly. So I was the one who had the backup passwords to his cell phone, to his email. And I became so obsessed with his life and his home when he was homeless. And I felt pain for him when I knew that he was doing things he shouldn't have been doing. And I kept on sending him money so he could have a hotel to stay at or an Airbnb to take a bath. I reordered his driver license over 5 times. That relationship took me to the brink of being suicidal. And many of you guys don't know this because I didn't tell you. But I spent days sitting on the couch and just watching TV and crying. Days without bathing. My life was just going by. I was so empty inside and I couldn't fix it. And it was not something that you can say, oh, Ellie, you have everything in your life. How can you just be so depressed? Depression is a chemical imbalance. It's not something somebody wants to have. It's not something that we enjoy doing. It's something inside you that's so broken and it takes time to heal. I tried Prozac. That made me worse. I was done with medication. So my journey took a little longer. Through meditation, positive reinforcement in my mind every morning and every night, forcing myself to go out when I didn't want to go out. It took me a long time to heal people. But I can tell you right now, I am the most confident I've ever been in my life. I am the most determined I've ever been in my life. And I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. But there's issues that I'm still having with men online. And it bothers me so much because there's this perception that someone like me should be in a relationship. That someone like me shouldn't have a hard time of finding someone to be in a relationship with. But it's not necessarily just me, the problem. I'm going to break this down for you the best I can. But are these issues that I'm having with men online? And again, this is going to happen to not just women. This is going to happen to men too, who are driven just like me. And this is why I'm sharing this story, because this is something that affects many people, especially driven people. When they see you online and they want to be part of your life and they have an assumption of you that's incorrect. I'm going to start here. I own a house. I own a very nice truck, and I had a very successful career. I'm changing into something completely different now, although I still be doing real estate consulting. And I'm excited about it. And it's taking a lot of my time. And a lot of things that I'm doing are not personal, but some of you guys think it is. So I'm going to give you the story of 2 men. But these 2 men have similar characteristics of many people who have talked to me recently. And the sad thing about them is they could possibly be somebody that I would want to be in a relationship with, but they have no patience or understanding, and they play with that victim mentality. And I can't stand a victim mentality. One of them took me to eat and I had a great time. And typically when I go out with people, people like me. I'm not one of the girls that have a really bad experience when going on dates. I've had my entire life pretty good experiences going on dates. In fact, I still have friends from 25 years ago. That's how great my relationships are with people that I've gone out with. If they don't turn into a relationship, they turn into a long-term friendship. And so this went pretty good, this one date. But this person felt like I was not giving him the attention that he needed. And I told him many times, I am so busy right now. I am building something. I can't communicate as much as I would like to right now, or kept on asking me on dates. But unfortunately, when I have a goal set in my life, I'm not going to change my goal to go on a date. I just not going to do it, but it's not personal. And he accused me of saying, oh, well, all you care about is your social media. That's one. The other person. Now I met this person a couple of times and he's not a bad person either. And he talked about his income and how much he makes. Oh, I make $150,000 a year. Great. And then he explained what does he need to do so that he can be at my level, because all I want to date is millionaires and I don't give him the time of day, and he's been trying to get at me for years. Literally years, yes. But I just met you recently because I didn't even know you existed years ago, because I get tons of messages from people and I randomly meet them. And you're very blessed because you didn't give up, that I finally saw your message. And when I finally saw you, I communicated with you. And I actually replied back to you. And if I'm actually talking to you, even if it's like one time a day or one time every other day, that is more than over 98% of the people on my social media. So I'm giving you the effort that I can give you. But let's go on with the story. The issue with him is the constant accusing me of only wanting to date millionaires. And this has happened a lot. Because they don't get the attention they want, they start talking to one of my friends. I'm sorry, but that's unacceptable. And that is definitely going to close the door to any opportunity with me. Now, I'm going to evaluate those two personalities. And I'm going to actually read these notes because it's too important to get this wrong. Before I do this, I want to get back to the millionaire things. And I'm sure two of the millionaire guys that I know, because at 51, the people that I talk to, usually most of them, they're older than me. So they're going to probably be 55 to 65. I don't date a lot of people younger than me. It's a choice of mine, although I can and possibly I will. I just don't know. But the two that I do know, at their age, they have 401ks, okay? They all got millions inside their 401ks. You know, they're there. And guess what? They get the same amount of attention as you do. Because this has nothing to do with money and everything to do with me and what I want and what my needs are and what my goals are. So I'm going to evaluate you. And I'm going to tell you where you're going wrong and how you messed this up, because your assumptions, your overthinking, so that you guys don't do this to other women. Because the women that are probably the best catches are the ones that are busy building a dream and not waiting for a man to build it for them. Would I love to have a partner who's supportive of me and helps me not have so much weight on me? Of course, but not if he's going to stop me from achieving my own goals. And because this is too important to me, and other podcasts, we're just going to talk, but this is too important to me, so I want to set everything straight, and I have notes, so I'm going to read this to you. For both of these guys, this is going to be a common theme for both of them. Again, this could be a woman too, because I always get that comment, this can be a man too. Yes, it can be a man too. I am not a man. I am a woman, and this is a woman's profile, so it's my perspective. You got it? So let's go into it. I broke it down. Number one, insecurities based on assumption. Both men assume that the lack of availability or response is a reflection of me not being interested in them. Instead of respecting my boundaries and the fact that I'm focused on building my dreams, they project their insecurities on me, blaming it on the factor of wealth or attention of others. Number two, entitlement of my time. Both of these interactions, they felt a sense of entitlement. They expected me to prioritize them without acknowledging my goals, my workload, and my personal boundaries. This entitlement led them to become defensive and accusatory. when they didn't receive the attention they believed they deserved. Number 3, crossing boundaries. One of the guys talking to my friend demonstrates a lack of respect for me and my boundaries. It signals that his interests might be more about validation than a genuine connection. The other person's comment about social media and me not being interested dismisses my hard work as if my priorities are trivial unless they revolve around him. Number 4, misjudging my intentions. Both men accusing me of being superficial because of my disinterest, which is definitely inaccurate. I have a clear intention of building my life, my career right now. And I want a partner who understands and supports that. Number 5, defensiveness and that victim mentality. Instead of taking accountability and showing understanding, they both play victim, framing themselves as overlooked and undervalued. This behavior is rooted in their own insecurity and not mine. And we're going to move on. We're going to talk about the first person again. Let's talk about the main issue. Instead of respecting my boundaries and waiting for me to be ready, he chose to talk to my friend, which undermines any genuine interest in me that he claims to have. His long messages about, you don't want me because I don't have money, reflect his insecurities and misled assumptions about me and my preferences. The keynote to take away from here is, the key takeaway about him is someone who values you wouldn't violate your trust or try to gain attention by crossing the line with people in your life. His actions reveal that he may be seeking validation more than a meaningful connection. And I love this part because this is what I've always felt about him. He's always trying to show me or trying to get validation from me by telling me everything, all these different things about him and what he can do and how great he is and how great a dad he is. I already know those things. I see those things. You are a great person. But the pressure you put on me to see you is unfair when I've already told you that I'm busy right now. Moving on to the next person. Main issue. His comments about me being interested in social media dismisses my hard work and shows a lack of understanding and support for my goals by framing himself as disrespected and undervalued. He shifted the blame on to me instead of accepting that I'm focused on my growth and growing and building something. And what's the takeaway from that? A supportive partner would encourage my efforts and see my dedication as admirable, rather than taking it personally and dismissing as a disinterest. So the takeaway from all that is, if a man wants to be in my life, he's going to have to respect the fact that I'm building something bigger than me right now. And it's not that I'm trying to ignore them on purpose, because that's not what's happening. And they should not be putting that pressure on me. They should be proud of me and wanting to help build that dream that I'm trying to build. Because if they can't respect that, then they're not the man for me anyways. For all the men out there, again, I'm a woman, this is a woman profile. If you really like someone, then you need to address your own insecurities. And don't put those insecurities on that woman who's trying to build something. If you see that she's busy, if you see that she's got goals, don't pressure her. And don't make assumptions that she's not interested in you, because she may be. She just doesn't have time for it at this moment. So if you really like her, you're going to approach her with patience and respect. And for you ladies out there, stand your ground. Put your priorities first. Make sure you have your goals set and don't let them derail you. If they actually want to be with you, they're going to have patience. Don't feel like you have to talk to someone who is just someone you're just getting to know. You don't owe that time to anyone. No one is going to take care of you but you. And I'm not saying that maybe there won't be a guy that's going to sweep you off your feet and give you everything you want. Because if that's the kind of girl you are, then that's great. But I want both. I want someone's gonna sweep me away and take all my worries away. But I still want him to support my goals so that I can do my own thing and have my own security net if something happens to him. It's a team effort. I want something different. We're all different. So if you need that girl who's gonna be there like that, boom, she's not a girl like me. They're out there. Choose the one that fits who you are. I obviously do not fit what you're looking for. And I'm not gonna change to make you feel better. When I find my equal, when I find that person, I'm gonna know. I get a lot of messages online, a lot. And I hope, and I bet you that that person for me has probably been writing me and I haven't seen his message yet. I have a lot of messages. And I assure you, if I reply back to you, you're one of less than 1% of the people that I actually reply to at this moment because I am really focused on my dreams. But the reason why those two guys got my attention is because they wrote me a couple of times. I started to see them and realize, oh, these people are not just writing me random messages. These people are actually writing me a lot. Let me talk to them. And they blocked themselves, okay? Because they got attention from me that other people weren't getting. There's one other thing. There is one guy that I actually really liked. But some reason in his mind, he didn't think that I wanted him either. Because I couldn't tell him that I wanted to be in a relationship right now. I couldn't commit to saying that I wanted to be in a relationship right now. But I talked to him at night on the phone. I video chatted him. I don't video chat anybody. He's not even from here. It's close to a border town. He had my attention. And because he didn't believe in himself enough that I would want him, that's his fault. It's not mine. Again, it's all about perception. Some people are so used to getting a lot of attention, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to getting a lot of attention. And I'm sure that other person, that man that's supposed to be with me, is just as busy as me, and I probably did the same thing to him. I'm telling you, we all do it. We all make assumptions, we all overthink. And this has to stop. Especially when it comes to people like me. I'm self-employed, I'm a go-getter. I literally have a question every day and I'm working on something new because my mind is huge right now. It's big right now. What I'm trying to do right now is big. That's how my mind is right now. It's all over the place. There's literally thousands of notes that I have made in the last 3 weeks. And every day I wake up, there's another question. So we need to stop. Because all of us deserve a relationship with someone, and all of us want to be loved, and all of us want that attention, that respect. But when someone is driven and has goals, give them a little bit of space. Respect that hustle. Not every woman or man is sitting at a desk in an office. Some of us are out there making her dreams a reality. And it's never too late to have dreams. And I get the perception part because people assume things about me all the time. Believe me, I have lived a life of people talking rumors about me. But you know what? I'm here right now. You're hearing my voice. I have demonstrated the fact that I have been successful. I have already raised my kids and they're doing just fine after being criticized for years. It happens, especially when you're on social media and people have an assumption of that. There's people who actually think I'm conceited and then they meet me like she's down to earth, or they think that I'm so outgoing in person. No, I'm quiet in person and I'm a people watcher in person. And it's not that I don't want to be friends with you. It's just that I have trust issues with people in person. So being on social media, I feel comfortable and I feel protected. Just a little bit about my personality. So I do want to end it with the quote that I posted earlier. At the end of the day, I'm not looking for someone to compete with my goals or to demand my attention. I'm looking for someone who understands my worth, respects my time, and wants to build with me, not against me. If you can't handle that, then step aside because I know what I deserve. I'm at the age where I know what I deserve. I'm at the age of I don't give a fuck anymore about other people's feelings or anything. I'm at the age, I don't care what the rumors are anymore. I'm at the age, I don't care anymore. I am happy. I'm at peace, and I'm building something that I'm super excited about. It takes a long time to get here, and I'm so happy to be here. So guys and girls, get out of your head. If you really like someone, have some patience. Please listen to this video, because hopefully it will open up your mind and help you with that assumption, help you with those perspectives, help you with that overthinking and thinking, I really like that guy, but he's probably really busy. Let me not say something stupid or try to talk to one of his friends or make him feel bad for having goals. The same thing for women. Don't do that to us. Let's grow together. And I'm looking forward to more relationship podcasts.